Good evening, world of Facebook, LinkedIn, or possibly Twitter, because we are streaming all over the place tonight because we have very exciting news. So for anybody that has seen little sneaky peeks on my social media, you will know that I have some very exciting news and a bit of a big announcement to make tonight, hence why I have the gorgeous Lindsay Banks joining me, because we have some very exciting news to share together. But before we share the exciting news, you might see in the description that tonight's live is titled Speaking from Your Soul. So speaking from your soul is not something that Lindsay and I are strangers to. So let me tell you a little bit about my background before we get into the very exciting news. So for anybody that hasn't met me before, my name is Estelle Kiba. I am one of the UK's leading Instagram experts and founder of Immortal Monkey, which is a company that helps to support business owners in understanding how to use Instagram to grow their business and visibility. But I haven't always had, this great understanding of social media. In fact, if we go back 10 years, I had absolutely no idea. When I first started my first business as a wedding photographer, I was literally just using Instagram as somewhere for me to sort of post my images. If we kind of flash forward 5 years from then, I started to understand how to use Instagram and Facebook to make even more of an impact. And really it kind of grew from there. And, my knowledge has amassed over the space of 8 years. It's led me down lots of different kind of amazing career paths, from speaking to writing to using social media marketing. So I have a background that kind of covers lots of different aspects, but I think every single thing that I've done, even, in fact, I didn't think about this before, but even going back to my photography, actually links with me speaking from my soul, because that was probably one of the best ways that I could let out my emotions. So for anybody that's in any sort of creative industry, having that sort of outlet. So one of the things we're going to talk about tonight is the multitude of ways that you can speak from your soul. So I just mentioned books, press, conferences, online. There are so many ways that you can speak from your soul, that you can share your message with the entire world these days. So I have a little bit of experience when it comes to speaking from your soul and connecting with those people who are most important to you. So there's a little bit about me and how I speak from my soul. So I'm going to hand over to Lindsay. Please introduce yourself and tell everybody a little bit about why speaking from your soul is so important to you.
So my name is Lindsay Banks, and I am an author, co-founder of Temple Woman Publishing, where we help other women to share their stories through their writing. Speaking from your soul started for me post-divorce, through just writing, and it was a way of sort of releasing everything that was sort of like within me. And I've got a YouTube channel. I've done Instagram Reels. I've recently joined TikTok, but I refuse to dance on there. And it's very much finding your own way with all these different platforms as to what feels right for you and what feels aligned. I've featured in the national press, magazines, newspapers. I had my own little radio slot for a few weeks before being asked to leave for, again, sharing from my soul, which is another story in itself. But yeah, so for me, I'm very passionate about helping women to share their stories, and not necessarily just speaking from their mind, but sharing what's in their heart. And that's why I'm uber excited to be doing this event together, Estelle, that is coming in April. So
you just let the cat out the bag.
Oh no!
Let the cat out the bag. Okay, so you might be aware now that we have decided that why keep this knowledge to ourselves? Why keep this passion to ourselves? Because we know from our own experience how difficult and challenging it can be to step into a space where you feel confident to speak from your soul, whatever platform that may be. So whether you want to be on podcasts, whether you want to talk about your expertise in blog articles or the press, or, you know, you want to actually stand on stage and tell your story. You know, you have everybody, I think, has a story to share that other people will find inspiring. However, the event is not just about people that want to stand on stage and be motivational speakers. You know, this event is going to be for anybody from, you know, any sort of background that just wants to be in a better position to be able to tell their story, because that is, you know, what we do in every aspect of our lives. That is what helps us to connect with people, whether it's on a personal level or a business level. You know, the fact, you know, we were just laughing about connecting and being real. That is, you know, that's a skill in itself, because that it's so hard to be vulnerable. And but yet that is when, you know, the most impact happens, because people can really relate to you. So for us, it's about knowing that there are so many women out there, and that, you know, anytime you hear of speaking events, you kind of get this very corporate, you know, men in suits kind of thing, which, you know, isn't the case anymore. There is, you know, so many. I think if we go back to the 1980s, you probably would have got that. But, you know, we're in a totally different world right now. And there are so many different opportunities for women to be able to speak from their soul. So let's talk about what is going to actually be happening at the event. So it is aimed at anybody who wants to, you know, become more confident in sharing their story. So whether this is understanding what your message is, how to step out and do that, how to become more confident. But we're also not just looking at the practicalities of, you know, putting a presentation together, getting over that aspect of, you know, confidence and being scared. We're also taking it a step further and looking at, you know, how can we look at this from a more holistic, spiritual approach, and bring in, you know, lots of different tools and resources that are going to help you become an even more powerful speaker. Now, this is, I am not ashamed to say, Lindsay's area of expertise. I would definitely say, a beginner and nowhere near as skilled as Lindsay. So I'm going to pass over to Lindsay to explain what makes this event so unique and what makes it different to any other speaking event you may go to.
So for me, you know, I've explored a lot of different speaking events over the years. I ran a speaking event with several other women as part of York Business Week. But what I hadn't planned on was the fact that it was going to be a full moon 2 days before. So I turned up at this event knackered, could not get the words out. And I was like, right, must make a note next time. If I want to plan an event to speak at, it can't be during a full moon. So we're going to have speakers talking about the moon cycles and how that can affect you and, you know, your speaking, your business, etc., and how to align with those cycles. So we're doing an Instagram live earlier, you know, and Estelle was saying about, you know, how learning how the moon cycles actually affect you, because you may find that there's a point in the month where you're going to be more creative, where you're going to feel more outgoing and outspoken. You might feel a bit more like, right, you know what, excuse my language, fuck this, I am out there, I am putting myself forward, you know. So we're bringing together a group of women who really have a lot of tools, a lot of understanding around various things that can help you through your speaking. So it might be, for example, you know, there's a brilliant crystal called blue chalcedony, which is great for the throat chakra, which helps you to communicate and helps you to speak. It might be learning, you know, which crystals are going to give you confidence, which crystals can you carry to help you speak. And for us, it's very much about how can we incorporate the spiritual world into, you know, the down-to-earth world as well, and really acting as that bridge between the two. As Estelle was saying earlier, there are so many different platforms that you can use, and it's not just about getting suited and booted and standing up in front of corporate clients, you know, to talk about Reiki or crystals, etc. You know, there are so many other social media platforms, and it's about helping you to decide, you know, where is the right fit for you, where feels aligned, and trust in yourself and your intuition to go where you feel you need to, not where everyone else is telling you to go.
And I'm so very excited. So not only are you going to get all of this wealth of knowledge from Lindsay and myself, because obviously we are going to be there at the event, but we have also brought together some of the most amazing experts that are going to share their knowledge with you as well. So you are going to get myself and Lindsay, you're going to get more than 10 different incredible speakers who we are going to be announcing over the next couple of weeks. This is going to be a fully online event, so it doesn't matter where in the world you are, you can be joining us. If you are thinking, you know, actually, I feel that now is the time. If you are watching this, if you are seeing one of our posts, this is the sign. You know, you don't need to be a speaker to be able to come to watch this. You know, you can be at any point in your journey, whether, you know, you're somebody that wants to understand how to become more confident, or if you're somebody that is already speaking that actually just wants to step it up a notch, maybe get seen in more press, maybe understand what it is that you want to put out there. You know, maybe you know what your message is. It just needs, you know, honing a little bit. So we are all going to be there. We are part of a community. Once you purchase your ticket, which if you purchase it in the space of the next week, you will also get an early bird discount. So tickets right now, if you are watching this live, are just £36. £36 for the entire day. So we are going to have workshops running throughout the entire day. So you can jump in, you can watch them live with the experts, you can ask your questions, or you can come back and you can check in with the community. You can watch any of the videos you want at any time over the space of 7 days. So for £36, you are getting full access to everything. Whether you watch that live, whether you watch it on replay, you will get access to all of the workshops on that day. But not only that, you also get access to the private community. So as soon as you buy your ticket, if you buy it today, you are in today. So the quicker you buy your ticket, the more access you get to the community, the more you can network. We are going to have our experts in there as well. So any questions that you have after the event, you're going to be able to tap into them. And we're also going to have challenges in there for people that have attended the event so that you can hold yourselves accountable and we can be there pushing you to that next step so that you can continue moving forward with speaking from your soul. So there should be a link wherever you are watching us live. There should be a link in the description. If not, I will check it out and I will pop one into the comments. But if for some reason you cannot see a link for our event, which is happening on the 22nd of April. So I think that's about 6 weeks. So you have access to the community for 6 weeks. If you buy your ticket this week at the early bird rate, it's £36. If you don't get it this week, it only goes up to £40. So even at full price, if you are watching this on the replay, you can get your ticket for £40 and obviously watch back any of the videos that you want to watch during that week. Lindsay, where can people contact you if they want to drop you a DM and get the link? Where can they find you?
So if people want to find me, just search under my name, Lindsay Banks. Instagram, Lindsay Banks _Temple Woman. I'm on YouTube, Facebook. I'm everywhere.
Okay, very much the same as me. If you want to find me, you'll find me probably all over the place. Estelle Kiba, or if we're on Instagram, it's Estelle Kiba Official. But anywhere you find me, drop me a DM. I will be more than happy to send you the link. But I'm sure you're going to be seeing much more of us and our incredible guest speakers as we draw nearer to the event. But yeah, there is our exciting news. I'm so excited to be able to offer this. Like, this was not planned. This is like something that has just kind of brought us together. And it was like, yes, why have we not even thought about this before? So I am so excited that we get the opportunity to do this and help so many other people. So if you are someone who wants to learn to speak from your soul, then make sure you are at our event on the 22nd of April. And if you would like more details, just drop me a DM. There's also some information on the website. So if you go to www.immortalmonkey.co.uk, go to our products and you will find there is a link there to the Speaking from Your Soul community. And that will, it's very simple. Click the link, buy your ticket, and we will see you there. So thank you so much, Lindsay, for being here.
Thank you, Estelle.
I will see you soon.
Bye.